Hey, this is your friend, Demario Johnson. Hey, and I want to come on to encourage you today. I want to encourage you about choosing joy. Choosing joy. I believe that we as Christian believers, we have to choose joy to demonstrate to non-believers and even some of believers that you have to choose joy over worrying, over disappointing moments. Choosing joy is something I believe is very difficult because you are faced with so many things when you wake up in the morning, when you go through your day, even when you are going through life. It's about choosing joy. We can choose so many different things. We can choose pain. We can choose sadness. We can choose bitterness. We can choose a lot. But the one thing that we can't choose is joy. Joy, it will cause you to lift your hands when you're in a dark place. Joy will make you smile when you want to cry. Joy will cause you to praise God when you are back is against the wall. Joy will cause you to lift your hands and worship him because guess what? You choosing joy. In Philippians 4:4, Paul is writing this letter while he's in prison. And while he's in prison, he is calling for the believers to rejoice. To rejoice. Because it says in 4:4, rejoice in the Lord always. Again, I say rejoice. Rejoice in the Lord always. Not sometimes, not in the morning, not in the evening, but he says, rejoice in the Lord always. Again, I say rejoice. Remind you, he is talking while he's in prison and telling the people to rejoice. You will find in this chapter and several chapters, and we know that Philippians was a letter, and it was a letter. And so you can see in Philippians 1:4, 1:8, 1:25, 2:2, Philippians 2:16, 2:17, 2:18, 2:28, chapter 3:1, 3:3, and 4:4. He is calling for the people of God to rejoice or to choose joy. Sometimes we have to, while you are faced with very difficult tasks in your life, back is against the wall, bills are raging, bad news from the doctor, bad news from your job. I understand you want to cry, but I want to say, can you rejoice while you are in that place? That's very difficult sometimes when you are faced with back-to-back situation. But it's a choice that we have as believers and Christians of God, that we can rejoice when the enemy and when things are not going the way we think they should go. Because God said he will perform it. God will bring it to pass. So what you are facing is something that you got to know you got to rejoice no matter what. So when you are on your job, when you are in your community, when you are in your home, rejoice. When you get that bad news, because guess what? When you rejoice, Someone is watching you. Someone is looking at you as you are demonstrating what it looks like to be a Christian and to follow Jesus. Because sometimes, I said before, sometimes people will see God through you on earth. They will see God through you on earth, and how you respond to the situation, how you respond to the problem, how you respond to the diagnosis, how you respond, it will give a testimony of how God can bring you out and how God is faithful to do it. And that you trust God no matter what, because you can get bitter. But I say, listen, choose joy. It's something how you could come into the house of God, and sometimes you be so annoyed because you had a bad day. It seems like right when you're doing and you lining up to do the things that you want to do for God, it seems like the dog and the cat will act up. And I tell you today, rejoice. No matter what's going on, no matter what news you get from the doctor, whoever said it, rejoice. And I would say to you today, rejoice. In everything, rejoice. In your moment of healing, because God is a healer, rejoice. In your time of financial difficulty, rejoice. In the time of your health being up and down, rejoice. Right when that doctor or that person gives you that slip, rejoice. So today and all week long, I plead with you. Can you rejoice no matter what? Rejoice in the Lord and watch what God does in your life. And check this out. He's going to put you that you'll be a testimony of how good God is, because people are looking at you to see how you are going to handle the situation. Can you handle it with joy? Can you handle it and rejoice while you're going through it? God bless you. Your friend, Demario Johnson. Rejoice today. Peace.